Welcome to day 12. Last night when I was cleaning everything out and this morning, I've noticed that on the septum side, it could be from yawning and the stitches pulling, but when I wipe the hydrogen peroxide, it stings a little bit on the inside part of my nose. Also, when I use the saline spray now, I've noticed that it's a little bit more uncomfortable in a way of it feels like I'm putting water up my nose. Maybe it's because I'm spraying a bit more than I was a couple of days ago. A couple of days ago, I was a little bit more cautious about it and I was just using a little tiny bit. It seems like I'm spraying the same bit. I don't know. Maybe I'm just holding the button down longer because as long as you're holding the button down, it's misting. So maybe I was doing quicker spritzes. This is the last day that I'm going to be in Utah, the last full day. So we're doing like a lunch and dinner. So I need to hurry and put on some makeup and make myself a little presentable since we'll probably be going to Park City and I don't want to look all crazy again. Here's the close-up of this side. The eyelid is looking pretty good. The bruise is starting to lighten up. Remember how dark it was around my lash line? It was super purple. It's been lightening up quite a bit. Just got back. We went to a pizza, pasta, calzone type place. My nose has still constantly been itching and also it's peeling a lot. I'll show you guys close up because I'm pretty sure like all along this side my makeup just looked horrible. But it's better to have makeup over peeling skin than have two black eyes walking around, in my opinion. So anyways, my nose was itching, but I felt like a little string or something. So I just grabbed it because it was like hanging out of my nostril by a little bit. So I was able just to pinch it and I wasn't gonna pull. If it was still attached, I would have maybe trimmed it because they said that I was allowed to trim the stitches if they were like in the way or whatever. But they also told me that they would slowly start maybe coming out. But anyway, so I pulled on it and it just came out and I'm gonna show you guys just so you can see like what the stitch might look like. Yeah, so it's like, it's pretty long. I mean, it's about the length of my thumbnail and it didn't pull or anything. It just like fell out. I mean, I've been seeing the little strings in there, so I'm sure they'll slowly come out. And I don't know how many there are in my nose. I'm sure also when I'm rinsing it out, they're probably gonna start to come out. I really can't wait for the swelling on the tip of my nose to go down because every time I look in the mirror, I just feel like it just looks like that little piggy type nose. And I know it's because of the combination of like my cheeks being overly swollen and my nose. And I know that it's probably not even like noticeable to you guys. It's just that I'm used to having my really thin face and my really long nose. So it's like all in my head, but it's just kind of crazy because you get these ideas in your head and you just start to be like, oh my gosh, what did I do? But the tip of the nose, from what I've heard, does drop within like 6 weeks or something, and then the swelling will slowly start to go down. But 6 weeks, that's still so long. That's like an entire month from now. So for an entire month, I'm gonna be looking in the mirror thinking, what the heck did I do? But I already know that I'm not supposed to panic. I think I just need to get back on YouTube and look up some rhinoplasty vlogs of people that showed their little journey. I know I've seen it before, but I know that now I'm panicking because I'm going through it myself, and it makes a big difference to see people right after their surgery, see them in their full swollen state, and then see what it relaxes to and how long it took for it to get there. Just because I know it changes and I know it looks different, and there's been a couple of YouTubers that I've watched and I remember them saying the same thing. She was like, I have a little piggy nose and complaining about it and all this, and I'm like, that's exactly how I feel. I don't know, you just don't realize like how much is gonna mess with you to change your face. So I just heard my dog. He's sitting right here next to me. You guys want to say hi? Say hi, Elvis. Oh, there he is. He's such a good boy. I like his little ponytail. I'm trying to grow out the top of his hair. So, oh yeah, I was gonna show you guys the peeling. You can see it a little bit. Also, ever since my surgery, my upper lip has been slightly higher up. I don't know if it's because my tip is so swollen. Maybe it's like pulling everything up, and once it drops, maybe my lip will also relax. And also, because the tip of my nose is no longer low, it makes this part of my upper lip seem longer. Because, I mean, you can't change all the proportions of your face. If you change one thing, it's gonna make other things potentially look different. And in my case, my upper lip looks a bit different. So, and the nostrils and all that, but obviously I changed my nose. So I mean, I don't think I'm gonna really mind that too much, especially once the tip of my nose relaxes a little bit. Right now, it just like, it keeps tickling underneath right here, but the middle part of my nose is still numb. So like when I touch it, like it still feels tough and like I can feel that I'm touching it. So it's not like the very top of it is numb. Like it's not like, so it's not 100% numb. It's just like 80% numb. Like it feels like it's numb underneath, if that makes any sense. But my nostrils now, I feel like they're becoming more normal. Like when I push on them a little bit, I can feel a toughness underneath. It almost feels like the piece of cartilage or something is like moving around, which is the reason I thought that there was splints in my nose, is because when I kind of like push things around, something's moving. It could just be a stitch somewhere in there, but it's just kind of weird. It's like a weird little feeling. Maybe it's just because it's swollen. I have no idea. It just feels like there's some kind of a harder layer underneath the skin somehow in the backside. Kind of weird, but nothing really hurts. That's about it. I don't think there's anything else going on with my face today. So I'm gonna start packing up and getting things ready to start the drive tomorrow and have it all ready. So tomorrow, all I need to do is make sure that the last bits and pieces get packed up into the truck and ready to head out. It's gonna be weird to be back home after being gone for an entire month. I can't believe it's been an entire month already. I didn't have to be out here for an entire month, but it was just like coming out 2 weeks before the surgery, and then the pre-op appointment was a week before, and then I just stayed, and you know, and then of course for the recovery, I wanted to make sure that I was here for the whole recovery till my post-op appointment, just in case there was any complications. I wanted to be nearby where the surgeon was. But yeah, so I am going to start doing some laundry and get things cleaned up. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey, I'm getting ready for bed. I already got done packing and doing all the laundry and all that stuff. So that way in the morning, we can just get up, have breakfast, and hit the road. We have an 8-hour drive ahead of us. And I have noticed when I've been walking around and doing things, I just feel super normal. Like there's nothing really, it's almost like I could forget that I even had surgery just like a week and a half ago, because my nose doesn't hurt. It doesn't feel weird when I move around. If anything, like it just gets itchy. Even when I breathe, it's probably partially some of the stitches coming loose. And then when I breathe, I can kind of feel them. Also just my legs, they don't really hurt that much anymore. Tender area is more localized now. So it's not like the general whole leg that was tender like before. Now it's mainly tender around the area that they went into the leg, and just kind of like a good little like circular area around that. So I'm guessing that within the next week it should probably be totally back to normal. But yeah, so see, like on this side, whenever I breathe, I feel like there's like something moving. So I still need to like flush out my nose and clean it all out. So who knows, maybe another stitch will fall out. If it does, I'll let you guys know. Face wise, this is what my bruises are looking like today. And here's the close-up of this side and then this side. That's about it. So I will see you guys in the morning when we're headed out. Talk to you guys tomorrow.
Hey, little Elvis.